Hey guys, this is State Test Review 4 that we're about to go over. So let's look at the key concepts at the top. To find the perimeter of a shape, you add up all the sides. The perimeter of a circle is called the circumference. And the equation is C equals pi d. Okay, our area formulas. A rectangle is length times width. Triangle is base times height divided by 2. Circle is pi r squared. Remember, for a circle, the radius is to the halfway point. The diameter is all the way across. To find the measurement of a new shape using a scale factor, multiply the original shape's measurement by the scale factor. All right, let's look at the examples. Number 1, the measure of one side of a square is s plus 3 inches long. Which expressions both represent the perimeter of this square? Okay, so let's draw a picture. We have a square. It's important that it's a square because that means not only one side is s plus 3, but every single side is s plus 3. All right, so perimeter means plus. We are adding up all 4 of the sides. So we have s plus 3, s plus 3, s plus 3, s plus 3, all adding up. And so that looks like it shows up in 2 places, right? Right here and right here. Okay, so either one of those is going to be our correct choice. Let's look at the other one they put with it. One of them has 4s plus 3. The other one has 4 parentheses s plus 3. So the one that's correct on that one is since I need 4 of these s plus 3s, I actually need the one with the parenthesis. The other one doesn't have 4 of the 3s. It only has 4 of the s's. Okay, so that's this one, and that would be our correct choice. All right, number 2. Jensen stopped at a rest area A along the side of the highway. His map, shown below, has a scale factor of 1 inch to 35 miles. Jensen planned to stop at rest area B next. What is the actual distance in miles between the 2 rest areas? Okay, so look here, we have 2.5 inches, right? They're telling us 1 inch is 35 miles. So if I have 2.5 inches, I need to multiply 2.5 by 35. Okay, and that gives me 87.5, which is choice D. All right, number 3. In a scale drawing of an apartment, 1 centimeter represents 2 3/4 feet. If the length of the kitchen is 4.5 centimeters on the scale drawing, what is the actual length in feet of the kitchen? Okay, so this one's very similar to the one we just did. Okay, we have 1 centimeter. That's going to be 2 3/4 feet. I want to figure out for 4.5 centimeters, so I want to multiply 4.5 by 2 3/4. And that gives me 12.375, which is 12 3/8. Okay, number 4. The scale drawing of a field in the shape of a triangle is shown, it's not really below, it's on the side. What is the actual area in square meters of this field? Hint, convert the base and height using the scale first. Okay. So let's look here. We have this triangle, The hint was to convert the base and the height using our key. Okay, so the key says every space is 2 meters. So let's look at the base here. If I were to count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But each one of those spaces is actually 2 meters. So 7 spaces is actually 14 meters. All right, let's convert the height next. That was the other hint. So for the height, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each one of those is 2 meters, so that's 10 meters. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and find the area of the triangle. So area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. I do want to use the 14 and the 10 because those are my correct units with the key. So 14 times 10 divided by 2, that's going to be 140 divided by 2, which would be 70. All right, number 5, Keo used wire fencing to form a border around a circular region in his backyard. If the radius of the circular region was 5 yards, what was the total length of the border rounded to the nearest tenth of a yard? Okay, so we're going to draw a picture of a circular border. Has a radius of 5, so I'm going to draw that. Now, the tricky part about this problem is they never said the word area. They never said the word perimeter. They never said the word circumference. But they did say that we want the length of the border. So that tells me I am looking for the outside of the circle. The outside of a circle is called the circumference. So I need to do C equals pi d. All right, so be careful here. My diameter is not 5. It is 10 because the diameter goes all the way across. And so this is pi times 10, which gives me 31.4. All right, so number 6. A triangle has side lengths 5.5x plus 6.2y centimeters, 4.3x plus 8.3z centimeters, and 1.6z minus 5.1y centimeters. Which expression represents the perimeter in centimeters of the triangle? Perimeter means plus, add up all the sides. So I need to add up 5.5x plus 6.2y, 4.3x plus 8.3z, and 1.6z minus 5.1y. All right, let's start with all of our x's. I have a 5.5 and a 4.3, so I'm going to go ahead and add those. 5.5 plus 4.3, that's 9.8. So I can already cross off A and B. They don't have the 9.8x that I wanted. Okay, next I'll do my y's. 6.2 and negative 5.1. That's important to remember, to do a minus there and not do a plus on accidents. I am sure that they put the addition as one of the answers to try to trick us. I get 1.1y. And if I look here, here's my 1.1y. Guess what this one is? If you add them. Actually, no, maybe it's not. 6 plus 5 is like 11.3. I don't know where they're getting that 7.8. All right, let's just do the last one. We know it's C, but we'll check it. 8.3z, 1.6z, 8.3 plus 1.6, 9.9z, which obviously then is C. All right, number 7. A circle has a diameter of 26 units. What is the area of the circle to the nearest hundredth? Okay, so I want to draw my picture. I have a circle with a diameter of 26. The area of a circle I know is pi r squared. And I definitely want to be cutting this 26 in half so that it is the radius and not the diameter. Okay, so now I'm entering this into my calculator and I get 530.93. All right. Number 8, the width of a rectangle is 6 2/3 inches. The length of the rectangle is twice its width. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? So I'm drawing a picture. I'm labeling the width as 6 2/3. And then my length is going to be twice as much. Okay, so I need to do 6 2/3 times 2. Okay, so that gives me 13 1/3, and that is my length. All right, perimeter means plus, add up all the sides. So I am adding up the 4 sides, and I get 40. Okay, number 9, circumference of a circle is 15 pi. What's the area of the circle? Express your answer in terms of pi. All right, we are looking for the area, but we need to start with the circumference because that's what we were given, okay? So we're going to start with c equals pi d. Now, where should the 15 pi go if it is the circumference of the circle? It should go in for the c because it is the circumference. Now, the nice thing about that is you're going to notice you have pi's that cancel. So this basically just shows me that my diameter of this circle is 15. All right, now we're going to find the area. So we want to plug in 7.5 for my radius. How am I getting that? Well, it's 15 divided by 2, isn't it? Okay, and so in terms of pi means I do not want to put the pi into my calculator, so I'm just going to do the 7.5 squared. That gives me 56.25 pi. All right, number 10, in a scale drawing of an apartment, 1 centimeter represents 2 3/4 feet. That's my scale factor. I know that's going to be important. If the length of the kitchen is 4.5 centimeters, what is the actual length of the kitchen? So we just want to multiply the 4.5 by the 2 3/4. It gives me 12.375, which is letter D. I think I already did that problem. Wow. Oops. All right, that is it for review 4. And go ahead and try review 5, and you can watch the video when you're done.